Good morning, Summit Church. Gabby here, and today I will be talking about environment. I love action movies. I love thrill, suspense, shooting fast cars, explosions, but most importantly, I really enjoy those movies because many times it is about the triumph of good versus evil, or just the eradication of evil in general. And that is pretty much what I read in Genesis chapter 19 times 100. It is crazy. There is so much going on there. It's mind-blowing. But it also got me thinking of how did it get this bad? How did it get here? And how, most importantly, how did Lot get tangled up in this mess? Okay, Lot, who was a relative of Abraham, how did he find himself in this situation? And it really took me back to chapter 13 when Lot decided his environment, when he chose to plant his flag, pitch his tent, and raise his family in an area near Sodom and Gomorrah. But then, at that time, they knew that these places were the people in this area were extremely wicked and constantly sinned against the Lord, as it says in Genesis chapter 13, verse 13. So it wasn't news that that was not the right environment to live according to the Lord's commandments and the Lord's laws, and to build a relationship with God. And sometimes we just can find ourselves without thinking about it, and if we're not intentional about choosing our environment in places where it's not good for our faith walk, it's not good for our relationship with Christ. And not sometimes, really most of the times, environment is not necessarily a geographical thing. It's more of like your association, the people that you hang around. What kind of input are you allowing in your heart and in your mind? Is it actually creating an environment where you can be more like Christ, or is it not? And so I just want to encourage you to, ask God, pray and ask God for wisdom and discernment. God, is this actually where you want me to be? Am I walking into an environment or association where my relationship with you can only be strengthened and deepened? Or am I walking into an environment that will only deter me from walking in an intimate relationship with you? And I am so grateful because we have a God who not only listens, but we have a God who answers. So we can ask him this and he can actually tell us the answer if we just take the time to listen and heed for his guidance as we walk into environments and make those decisions according to God's voice.